The 7 darkest secrets the food industry doesn't want you to know. What if I told you the food on your plate is not really a choice you made, but one that was shaped for you long before you ever stepped into a grocery store? The modern food industry has built a hidden system designed to influence what you crave, what you buy, and how often you come back for more. From addictive formulas to misleading labels, these are 7 of the darkest secrets the food industry does not want you to know. Number 7. The Bliss Point. The food industry's most powerful trick is something called the Bliss Point. This is the exact balance of sugar, salt, and fat engineered to hit your brain's reward system as hard as possible. It is not about nutrition. It is not even really about taste. It is about making food impossible to forget. Food scientists spend years testing formulas to find the combination that keeps you reaching back into the bag even when your body should be telling you to stop. These ultra-processed foods are built to override your natural fullness signals and keep your brain asking for more. That's why some snacks seem to disappear before you even realize how much you have eaten. They were designed that way. Number 6. The natural label lie. You see the word natural and instantly feel safer. That reaction is exactly why companies love using it. In many cases, natural means almost nothing. It's one of the vaguest and most powerful marketing words in the food world. A product can be heavily processed, full of refined ingredients, and still wear a natural-looking label that makes it feel wholesome. Even the phrase natural flavor sounds innocent, but it often hides a mix of compounds processed so heavily that the original source barely matters anymore. The label is not there to inform you, it's there to relax you. Number 5. Expiration dates are often designed to make you buy more. Most people trust the date on the package without thinking twice. If it says the food is near the end, they throw it away. But here's the secret. Many of those dates are not really about safety. Best by, sell by, and use by labels often refer to peak quality, not danger. They tell you when the manufacturer thinks the product tastes best, not when it becomes unsafe to eat. That confusion leads millions of people to throw away perfectly edible food every year. And who benefits when you toss a product early and replace it? The company selling you another one. Number 4. Portion sizes were quietly reprogrammed. Take a look at old photos of restaurant meals or packaged snacks from decades ago. The difference is almost absurd. Portion sizes have grown slowly but massively, and because the shift happened over time, most people never noticed. That's what makes it so effective. Once giant portions become normal, smaller portions start to feel like deprivation. The industry didn't just give people more food, it changed their internal sense of what enough looks like. A drink that once counted as huge became standard. A family-sized snack became a personal one. By stretching our perception of normal, the industry trained people to eat more without ever feeling like they were overdoing it. Number 3. Sugar is hiding in places you would never expect. Everyone knows sugar is in candy and soda. That's not where the real deception lives. It's hiding in foods people don't even think of as sweet. Bread, sauces, soups, yogurt, salad dressing, crackers, and so-called healthy snacks. To make it harder to spot, companies rarely just call it sugar. They spread it across the label under different names like dextrose, maltose, rice syrup, fruit juice concentrate, and dozens more. Different words, same impact. This matters because sugar does more than sweeten food. It builds dependence, encourages cravings, and makes bland processed ingredients feel rewarding. The more hidden sugar gets normalized, the harder it becomes for people to realize how much they're actually consuming. If this is already changing how you look at your kitchen, subscribe now, because the top 2 secrets get even more manipulative. Number 2. Cheap ingredients, premium illusions. Much of the processed food industry is built on a simple formula. Use the cheapest ingredients possible, then dress them up to feel valuable. Corn, soy, refined wheat, and low-cost oils become the base of countless packaged foods. Once those raw materials are processed, flavored, colored, and marketed correctly, they can be sold for far more than their actual value. That means people are often paying mostly for branding, packaging, and advertising, not nutrition. A brightly designed box and a few strategic health words can make a low-quality product feel premium. But underneath the image is often a formula built from some of the cheapest material in the food system. You're not just buying food, you're buying perception. Number 1. Your choices are being engineered. The darkest secret is this: your food choices are often being shaped long before you reach for anything. Grocery stores, packaging, product placement, and even aisle layouts are carefully designed to guide your behavior. Candy is placed at checkout for a reason. Sweetie cereals sit at a child's eye level for a reason. Essential items like milk or eggs are often placed deep in the store for a reason. The longer you walk, the more you pass, and the more opportunities there are for impulse decisions. Food companies and retailers study behavior in enormous detail. They track shopping habits, test package designs, study what catches the eye, and build environments meant to nudge people towards the most profitable options. It feels like freedom because no one is physically forcing you, but the environment was built to influence you from the start. The Bliss Point, fake natural labels, confusing date stamps, distorted portions, hidden sugar, cheap ingredients dressed up as value, stores designed to steer your decisions. These are not random quirks of the food world. They are pieces of a system built for profit first. That doesn't mean every product is evil or that every company is identical, but it does mean people deserve to understand how much manipulation is built into modern food. Once you see the system clearly, the spell starts to break. Read the full label. Question the front of the box. Notice where products are placed and how they're priced. And whenever you can, move closer to food that looks like food. Which of these shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this eye-opening, like the video and subscribe. Because once you see how the system works, it becomes a lot harder to let it choose for you. And what makes all 7 secrets so disturbing is that none of them rely on force. The system works because it feels normal. The package looks friendly. The portion looks standard. The aisle feels convenient. The label feels reassuring. The craving feels personal. But each of those feelings can be shaped. That's the real power of the food industry. It doesn't need to make you obey. It just needs to make manipulation feel invisible. Once that happens, people start defending the very system that's working against them. They call it taste, convenience, personal choice. But personal choice becomes a lot more complicated when billion-dollar companies are studying your instinct more carefully than your doctor studies your health. This is why awareness matters, not paranoia, awareness. Because the moment you begin asking simple questions, the illusion weakens. Why is this product so hard to stop eating? Why does this healthy item have a paragraph of ingredients? Why does a snack marketed to children sit exactly where children will see it first? Those questions matter. And once you start asking them, you stop being a passive customer and start becoming something much harder for the system to control. Conscious. Because the scariest part isn't one ingredient, one label, or one brand. It's the architecture behind all of it. A world where food is no longer just food, but a carefully designed system of craving, perception, and repetition. A system that profits when you are distracted, rushed, emotional, or tired. That's why these secrets matter, not to scare you away from every shelf, but to remind you that the most powerful choice begins before the bite. It begins the moment you stop eating on autopilot.